Today we are looking at the Behringer U-Phoria UM2 USB interface. I've had this a while now, so I thought I'd have a look at it since I've been using it a while, let you know what's good, let you know what's bad. Okay, let's get into it. So go to the Behringer website. You just Google search it, just type in Behringer U-Phoria UM2, and one of the links will be this page. Actually, it will be the top link that you come across, or should be. All right. So then go over to the right hand side where it says software and download the driver. Okay, you have to agree to that. I've already got it installed. So once it's downloaded, run the driver. Make sure your interface isn't plugged in. Okay, halfway through the installation, it takes seconds, it'll ask you to plug your Behringer in. Okay, and then it will carry on installing the drivers. And let's have a look at the machine itself. First thing you'll notice, it's made of plastic. That's not to say that it's shabbily made. It's made well. You know, it's as well as plastic can be. All right, so I'll just quickly run you around what we've got. So we have a mic and a line input. That means you can put your mic directly into it, and you can also put a 1/4-inch jack from another microphone or a guitar, bass, whatever you want to use there. And there's also a dedicated instrument input, which is 1/4-inch. You have a direct monitor button, so if you click that on, you actually hear what's being recorded without any delay or anything like that. And you also have a headphone out. On the back, we have two outputs. You can go to your powered speakers or your surround system, your music system, whatever. We have the USB to go to your PC, and we have a 48-volt switch for condenser microphones. Some mics don't require that 48 volts, some do. Condenser microphones generally do. So there we go, that's the back. On the bottom we have the usual stuff that you see. Names, model number, classes and all that sort of stuff. And on the sides, nothing. And nice pads on the bottom as well to stop it from slipping. On the top we have the Behringer name. We have a mic and line gain, an input 2 gain and an output. Now this output controls both the headphones and the phono on the back to your speakers, stereo, surround system or whatever. So whatever you've got plugged in, that will control the volume for both of those. So sometimes you can forget that you've got your headphones in, you've also got your speakers on, you turn the volume up on there and everybody else is getting drowned out because the sound is also coming out of your speakers. All right, so that's the top, quite basic. They're plastic, no, not really wobbly, they're okay, and they move well. On the front we also have a couple of lights. The SRG light there is to tell you that you've got a signal. Okay, so whenever you're speaking into your microphone, which I'll show you later on, this will light up and let you know that you've got a signal. The clip light is obviously, if it goes red, then you're clipping, means your sound is distorted, stuff like that. There's also a clip and sig light for the instrument input as well. Direct monitor button I already explained. Now when you turn the power on for the 48 volt, sorry, let's turn that around so you can see it properly. For the 48 volt on the back for your microphone, there's a light here that tells you that is on, and also above that you've got a power light. Okay, let's go and set it all up and see how it works. Okay, so there we are. We've got the Behringer plugged into the computer via the USB. I've also plugged in my external speakers, and there we go. So I've got my microphone plugged into the front. And there's the power light and the 48 volt. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the sig light should be flashing to say that I've got a signal. Now if I turn that up on here, then it should start clipping and you'll notice the clipping light coming on. So you want to avoid that at all times. Okay, you want to stay below the clipping limit, so you're just getting the green signal light coming through. Okay, and we'll have a look at the levels on the computer in a second. So there we are. Let's go back and have a look. Okay, so we've got the Behringer UM2 U-Phoria set up on the computer now. Really easy setup. Just follow the instructions for the driver. You won't have any issues. It will tell you when to plug the U-Phoria into your USB, and then it'll just install it. The microphone that's plugged in is a BM800. They're really cheap microphones, anywhere between 5 and 10 quid. I've done a review of those in another video, and it's actually this microphone here. You can't really see it there. It's a fluffy bit off. It's a bit gold on top, and it's yeah, that's what it is. I've got another one somewhere. Oh, here it is. I've got another one there. This one isn't as good as this blue one that I got, and the circuit board in it is rubbish, but the one in the blue one's great, and as you can hear, it sounds great. Now, they sound great anyway, but I've just put a couple of things onto the microphone just to cut out background noise, hisses, anything like that. So I'm just going to share my desktop with you now, and you should be able to still see me, but you'll see a lot of me, and you'll be able to see this section here. So there is my BM800 there. Okay, so first of all, if you go into advanced properties, so if you click on the little cog next to your microphone, go into advanced audio properties and make sure that this mono button is ticked. If it's unticked, I don't know if you can see that, but now the recording's only gone down to one channel, and you probably hear that as well. So if I click it back on, it goes back to stereo, or it doesn't go back to stereo, but it goes back to recording in both speakers. Don't know why, that's just what I found. Okay, so if we then click on the cog again, go into filters, and you'll see the filters that I've got set up. Now, I'm going to turn all these off for a minute, and you should hear some difference in the volume and stuff like that. So my volume will have dropped. Okay, so I'm going to put the noise suppression on, see if that makes any difference for you. I'm now turning on the compressor. I'm now turning on the gain. Now this will add my volume back up. Rather than using volume or the gain on the actual Behringer itself, which can create hiss, get a nice medium volume, about around halfway, and then put a gain on it and use the gain in there to turn your volume up. Now this cuts down on the hiss, works really, really well. And the other setting I've got is a limiter. Don't really want to go above -3 decibels because you start distorting then. So test, test, test. I'm not above that, and I'm on -3 there. But you can adjust that depending on your microphone and your setup. So I hope that helps a little bit. I'm going to plug some instruments in it now and test the other inputs to make sure they work. So I shall see you in a second. Okay, I thought I'd just see if the microphone through the UM2 could record an acoustic. So let's have a listen. Picking it up. What I like about it, it's cheap. It is $29.99, available on Amazon. That's what I paid for mine. $29.99, which isn't bad. And it's just easy to use, plug and play really. One thing I did find with it, I couldn't get the second input, the instrument input, to work for some reason. I really don't understand why. It just would not work no matter what I did. Tried various different ways of doing it. I had a look online. It should pop up as a second input, but I can't find it on any bit of software that I'm using. So, don't know. I probably may need to get another one just to see what the problem is there. It might be an issue with this particular one. Today was the first time I tried it, to be honest. So it's the first time I come across the problem. So there we go. So yeah, nice and easy to use. Works well for the microphones. Works equally well for the guitars. Excuse my guitar playing, by the way. I just wanted to get the video out as quick as I could, so no elaborate tunes on there or anything, okay? Just a bit of a mess around just to get the point that it does work, okay? Yeah, so, yeah, it's plastic. I don't find there's any problems with it, really. There's no loud background noise, no flooring. It works. It's okay. If I was pushed to buy another one, I would to see if it's an issue with the actual machine, to see if that second input isn't working. But in general, I probably wouldn't buy another one. But it's a good starting point, I think, and it's definitely better than trying to plug your microphone directly into your PC and using your sound card. From what I've found, anyway, I've done quite a lot of comparisons, and it sounds good to me. It sounds okay. Your opinion might be different. So, let me know. Let me know how you feel. I think it's okay. Um, it's well worth 30 quid, I think. All right. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, do the thing. You know what to do. If you didn't, do the thing and all. You can just tell me what you didn't like and what I should have done. Or maybe you can help me and get that second input working. All right. So see you soon with another review. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I shall see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching.